No filming that. I didn't say that.
So, we have found ourselves at Stourbridge. Closed right now, but Nickolls and Perks is putting on a tasting with N10 Bourbons for a little bit on American Independence Day, Bardstown, Never Say Die, Wilderness Trail, Peerless, something else in there I'm forgetting. And haven't ever actually managed to get into their store, so a couple of hours drive today to get out and do a tasting here. So we're going to head inside and see what it's like inside.
Are you guys doing okay?
Yeah, good, thank you.
Thank you, how are you? Yes, not too bad.
Do you got gins here? You got your scotches. Just working my way around. Haven't been in here. Oh, hello. Oh, you've got a big bottle of the Willet. The pot still.
Yes, Magnum.
It's a shelf killer on a normal day, let alone one,
Yeah.
one at that size. The new Bookers.
Can I grab your names?
Oh,
Perfect.
the Balkans Baby Blue, I've had some bad experiences with that when I tried that. It was not bad. It's really good. Bits here. We'll take this around the corner. Ah. Starting to get busy.
That cellar is 500 years old. The ceiling is very low, so please do crouch as you go through the doorways or you are going to brain yourself. Other than that, please do follow me. We're going to go right to the end of the cellar. Please try and fill the seats at the sort of furthest end. Just at that far in, please, guys.
Strange people sit next to
We'll get spittoons down in a second as well if you are that way inclined. In the UK, this is of course Independence Day, so we always like to celebrate that with an American whiskey tasting of some description. We are fortunate to have quite a long history of N10 Bourbons, who have an amazing portfolio of bourbons and ryes, more distilleries than we can even showcase on a tasting like this. So we've got quite a broad spread. N10, Nickolls and Perks, we've worked together for quite a long time. Part of the privilege of that relationship is that we have done exclusives in the past, so we thought it would be a nice way to kick off proceedings by giving you all a drop of something from our archive, something that we do not sell anymore. There's very, very little of it left. We just keep it back for special nights like tonight.
We are a tiny company. When I say tiny, I'm 50% of the company. We import American whiskies and only American whiskies into the UK and Europe. We have two golden rules. We only work with whiskies that we love. The other rule is we don't work with assholes. Simple as that. If the people we're working with on either side of our relationships. It's a really nice position to be in, though. It means that we have a really fun portfolio of whiskies. We work with good people, we work with good products. I don't have to try and sell you stuff that I don't believe in. I believe in all of these whiskies. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I actually, of this lineup, I primarily focus on Bardstown and Never Say Die. Do a little bit with Wilderness Trail here and there. I've done nothing with Kings County. And I don't look after Peerless on a day-to-day basis, but I drink their whiskies and I love them, and I know a little bit about them. Bourbon County was the name given to the region of America that is now Kentucky and Tennessee. Huge region. It's now a tiny little county in Kentucky. The reason it was named that is that there was a bit of a rebellion in America. For some reason, the Americans didn't like the English coming over and taxing them on everything and telling them what to do. So You can call it a tea party. It started as a whiskey rebellion. There were some riots. Basically, people making whiskey on their farms were suddenly being taxed very heavily and went, to hell with you guys. Set a load of fires, burnt down some government buildings, may have killed some people, whatever. And then they left the area of America controlled by the English and moved south and west across America, eventually settling in Kentucky and Tennessee. They named that region Bourbon County because Bourbon was the name of the French royal family, and they knew that would piss the English off. So they literally named it after the French royals to annoy the English. So Bourbon is literally named after the French royal family. For me, I like the fact that this dries out on the finish. It leaves me wanting to take another sip. So it starts really sweet, intense, get those lovely oaky notes, and then it's suddenly dry, and I'm going, I need to take another sip of whiskey. That makes me happy. That's probably because I'm an old alcoholic. At Kings County, they are about, it's more about the blending process, sort of. They care a lot about the production, but they want a warehouse full of barrels that have different aromas, flavors, characters that they can blend together, so they can, like a chef, take a little pinch of this and a dash of that and a chunk of this and put it together to create their products. This, I'm not going to lie, this was designed to have a flavor profile that will remind you of Blantons if you've ever tried it. It's a high rye bourbon, a little bit higher in rye than they are, with 36% rye, which is a very high rye content. We know it's not Blantons, it's too young, it's 6 years old, but we did have one of the distillers who makes Blantons come over to us at the whiskey show, smell the bottle and go, oh, that smells like Blantons used to when it was good. That's not me saying it, I'm just quoting him, word for word. It's not Blantons, and we're never going to outsell Blantons, we're never going to compete with them. But it's nice when Blantons isn't available for 10 months of the year to have a product that you can get your hands on at a reasonable price that reminds you of it. So the sample that you're now having poured is our bottled in bond wheated bourbon. That creamy mouthfeel kind of coats your tongue.
It's delicious.
Lets the flavour linger a little bit longer. Gives it that really long finish where long after you've taken the sip, as you're breathing in and out, there are still flavours developing and growing and reminding you of what you've just had to drink. I traditionally have always loved high rye bourbons. I drink more of this wheated bourbon than any other whiskey in our portfolio. I've become addicted to it. It's very odd. This is the small batch, which is good because I brought the wrong bottle. I brought the single barrel with me because my boss went, yeah, that one looks good, take that one. Sorry, boss, great. No one's filming, are they?
I am.
Nathan, the last one, and I've sat down because this one has probably the best story behind it that I've ever heard. Without Never Say Die, you would never have had the Beatles. What a great quote.
Really cool story.
So, great story. Luckily, the whiskey is good as well. Because if I told you that story and the whiskey was shit, we'd be in big trouble. Quickly, do we have any favourites? I'm just curious.
Yeah, I've only got enough bottles of.
Okay. Hands up if it was a Peerless.
I'm going for that.
Okay.
So, with a right.
With the right. Bardstown?
Single cask now.
This guy.
Yes!
Nice.
Yeah, quite a few.
Kings County.
Not a lot,
Close.
not a lot, not a lot.
Close. Okay. I'm going to assume it was everyone's second choice. Wilderness Trail. That's nice. And then Never Say Die.
Yeah, I really like that too. Second.
Yes! Second favourite. Close second.
I am at the tail end of what has been a fantastic tasting now. To top it all off, a Stag Junior 22B that just brought me out as completely random. I was not expecting it. Absolutely delicious. It's been a fantastic tasting. Here he is. Hello, how's it going? Yeah, so it was really great great tasting, like
amazing,
really
mate.
informative. So
Right, how's the stag?
it's really good. I was just saying, like, I was completely unexpected. You just snuck it in there and like tried it. And I'm like, oh, that tastes great. What was
Little
that?
cheeky one, yeah.
Cheers, and on that note, we'll leave you and see you at the next place. But Nickolls and Perks, check them out. They are fantastic, and if they ever do a tasting, I mean, I'm sure I'll be back. Okay, so actually a little bit of a wrap up to that fantastic tasting. I'm actually going to, because it was quite long, cut into some future videos of the following videos, each of the different kind of like tasting segments. So this is going to be a very quite short one with all the tastings wrapped up. But end of the day, here's what I picked up from Nickolls and Perks. I couldn't go past this Blantons Gold for the price. What is this one? Rick number 7, Warehouse H, barrel 1418. That was £110, which was just a fantastic price for it. What's my horse number there? That's an N. A Buffalo Trace single barrel. So this one comes up at 45% ABV from Randy's Wing Bar. So I want to do a future comparison side by side of Buffalo Trace versus a single barrel Buffalo Trace. So seeing that as a single barrel pick, couldn't resist. That one cost me £40. Fantastic bottle. As you can see, it's already taken a little bit of damage since I got it, and this is what I'm drinking now. Absolutely fantastic. The Bardstown bottled in bond. Really enjoyed that. Probably my favorite on the night, and I think was probably the crowd favorite as well. Looks like it's going to be hard to get your hands on the way that it's been selling out everywhere it goes, as you would have heard in the video. And last but not least, and I was so excited to try this, and I'm so glad that I liked it, was the Never Say Die. Great story, great whiskey, and a little bit of England's own whiskey, or American bourbon. So the Bardstown was 55, the Never Say Die is 70. I mean, the price point that Bardstown was amazing. Both of these two, though, were £10 off as part of the tasting. I factored that into my price, so you'll be expecting to probably pay a little bit more wherever you pick them up from. But yeah, thank you very much, and